Okay, hey, so welcome to the second part. So in this video, I will tell you um, what can you do if you got already poisoned with dust. Um, okay, so let's get straight to it. You can actually buy yourself an ultrasonic. Wait, I'm gonna make this a little bigger. Yeah, an ultrasonic nebulizer. You can buy this like online or wherever, and what you put into this ultrasonic nebulizer is basically salt plus water, which is saline, and the amount of water dissolved in saline, it can be like normal is 0.9% of salt in water. This is normal, but it can be more, let's say 8% is high, is very high. So let's say 8%. So what you do is you put this, this you put into this machine, and you can do yourself inhalations. You can do yourself inhalations for about, let's say, from 2 to 10 minutes is a lot. 10 minutes daily. Yeah, so 2 to 10 minutes a day. I mean, but these numbers like 8%, you need to keep in mind it's really a lot. It might be too much, and 10 minutes is also like a lot. So if you want to be safe, I would recommend starting with 0.9, let's say for 1 minute. Yes, and then you see how you feel, etc. And there's actually a scientific study that shows that inhaling saline, yes, that it causes it causes any dust that has gone to the lungs to discharge. And I will put this is the study. This is the whole study that actually in the conclusion section, this is the conclusion section, they got to the conclusion that I will okay guys, so I found a better article, and actually in this article it's a whole article. I'll link it in the description below, but the conclusions they got into that, I'll read it. I'll highlight it and read it for you guys. There you go. These results provide the first evidence for a functional MF of IBCN because they were testing it with kombucha. I'll talk later about kombucha in rat silicosis model, indicating that by nanofiber inhalation and facilitate particle required to the findings also indicate that salt water may effectively clear dust from lungs, thereby alleviating risks of silicosis and reducing risks associated with haze and smog. And here you go. Unexpectedly, saline inhalation stimulated silica particle clearance in the rat silicosis model, almost double the rates observed in the ICBN treated rats. So saline inhalation was twice as effective as IBCN, yes, in discharge. These are the amounts. Yes, in fact, this is what they write in this study. In fact, the silica particle clearance rate observed in the positive control group is, to our knowledge, the highest reported in any rat silicosis model. Yes, and this is the rest. You can all read this, yes. So by just inhaling, it seems, according to this study, it seems to enhance discharge of the dust from the lungs. Yes, I'll put all this study, I'll put a link down below so you can read it. the base of this study, they were to test with I'll tell you with IBCN. There you go. Inhalable bacterial cellulose nanofibers, IBCNs. This is what they initially tested it, but while doing the study, they also did like a control for, like, I don't know, maybe a placebo. I don't know if there was a placebo and a saline, and it turned out that saline was better than IBCN. So another method, another thing that could be potentially useful is IBCNs. Yes, you can inhale IBCNs, and that can maybe also promote discharge from the lungs. Although I don't know, maybe there are some side effects of IBCNs. I don't know about that. What I wanted to primarily mention about this study is salt water, saline. So also what you have in your lungs, you have something like mucociliary clearance. Okay, you have mucociliary clearance, and mucociliary clearance means that your lungs will clean themselves over time. They have these small hairs, and yeah, they have a lot of different mechanisms that they can heal themselves. But the thing with it is, in the case of cleaning dust from the lungs, it takes a lot of time. It's the amount of time is very different from, for example, the digestive system. From the digestive system, I'll write it here. The digestive systems, of course, there are different cases, yeah, but in the digestive system, sometimes there could be, you can get poisoned, yes, and you can be ill, and it can there can be a problem, like for example 5 days, yes. But with the respiratory system, it cleans very slowly. It cleans very slowly, so it might take years. So let's say 1 to 5 years. That's how slow even it can like clean itself. So that's something you need to be aware of. And another thing is mucociliary clearance. So it gets impaired by smoking. So if you are smoking, I would highly recommend you stop smoking. So stop smoking, because it just increases the time of the clearance of the lungs. And if you experience some problems, then I would recommend you just quit your job and look for another job where dust isn't a risk. Yes, so like just quit your job. I know this is not simple, but yeah, consider just quit your job. But this video was mainly about the ultrasonic nebulizer and the inhalations of salt water. This was like the main meat and potatoes of this video. Everything else I said was like something on the side. Yes, the lungs, they clean themselves over longer period of times, even years. So that's why I wrote like 1 to 5 years. So what does this mean is that if you inhale dust, like let's say for example even lead or something, it might take your body even 5 years, maybe even more, because there's such thing as a half life of different substances. So different substances, depending if it's cellulose or metal, or they have a different half-life of your body. And for some metals, it's like even it's counted even by dozens of years. Yes, so it all depends how much and what did you inhale. Then the half-life of the substance will be different. Okay, but it's not gonna, if you got lead poisoning, it's not gonna clear itself after 1 week or 1 month. Of course, it depends on the amount and the type. So that's something you need to be aware of. Okay, so how do you make saline? You can buy it, at a medical shop, but you can also do it yourself. You basically take spring water, you make clean spring water, you add salt, you calculate what's the percentage of the salt in the water, you let it cool, and there you go. And the thing with this is, when you make a saline like this with spring water and salt, and then you let it cool, you need to use it. You can't use it after 24 hours, because I'll write it down. You can't use it after 24 hours because of bacterial degradation. Because if there's water and salt, then after some times bacteria will get interested in it, and the whole saline will start getting like polluted with microscopic bacteria, and you don't want that. So always, after preparing saline, throw it away after 24 hours. Okay, never inhale saline that is older than 24 hours from preparation. What else did I want to notice here? Because those bacteria could get in your lungs, and you don't want that. Here I said from 0.9% to 8% salt plus water, saline. What you need to know, when you inhale saline through an ultrasonic nebulizer, it causes your bronchial, like your lungs, the airways in your lungs to contract. So you might even feel that. So you need to be careful with the like density, with the amount of saline and water, and the time you're doing it. Okay, and over time it contracts at the beginning, but then it will slowly get wider. Yes, your airways. So you need to be careful with that. And I told you how to prepare the saline. And when you finish doing an inhalation using an ultrasonic nebulizer, you need to sterilize. You need to sterilize it afterwards. Yes, always. Always sterilize the nebule afterwards. So you can how do you do this? Well, you can just Google how to sterilize the nebulizer after an inhalation. But yeah, you need to throw out the water. You can wash it. First of all, just wash it under tap water or normal water, and from time to time you need to sterilize it by maybe soaking some of the components in vinegar. I think vinegar, or you can just boil them. So So you just make sure that any bacteria or stuff they don't get in the nebulizer. So that's it. So thank you for watching, and see ya.